Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, this is going to be a quick one. Just kind of wanted to go into and expound on, well, just kind of want to quickly go into, I had seen an article about, it was about ASAP Rocky or ASAP Rocky, his verdict or his sentence, which his verdict was not guilty. And I was at work and listening to the audio from a coworker. They were playing it on their phone, and when they heard when the judge said not guilty, all you heard was just cheering and clapping and cheers of joy from the women, And I didn't pull it up and go to like comment sections or nothing on different, wherever it might be posted, it's on YouTube and the different outlets or whatever the case may be. I'm not, or, social media. I'm not on any other social media besides YouTube anyways. But without even me looking and checking and going, just listening to that audio alone, I already know in the comment sections on wherever else is posted, you got nothing but men and women, Jake, Israelites, cheering and happy that he's not guilty, he's not going to jail. These people don't even know him, but they're cheering and clapping and happy that he's, he's not going to be punished for whatever really went down or whatever the case may be, whatever he was involved in. But when it comes to this truth, and ultimately when it comes to the message of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, people don't cheer, don't clap. They're not happy. They're not dancing for this song, They're not happy to hear this message. They don't care. They don't care about our heritage and our power. And they're not going to care until it's too late, But what just really inspired me to do this lesson was the fact that here it is again, and us men, that's teaching this word and preaching this word and doing the lessons, and we're nothing. We are the prophets, but ultimately we're preaching Yahweh Shai. We're not uplifting or preaching or prophesizing ourselves. So it's not like we want the praise or any type of glory or nothing. We just want the message to be glorified, the message that's being spoken, which is the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And ultimately, we pushing Yahweh Shai, that vibration of our Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what we want our people to praise and repent and turn back to, But ultimately, they look at us, less. They don't uphold or esteem us because when you think about it, the men of the Lord are the only men on earth who's really advocating for a righteous kingdom, for a righteous rulership. Because what our people don't realize is this rulership right now is will ultimately lead to the destruction, everybody dying on earth. The people who in power right now, the so-called white man Esau Edom, under the elites and the rest of his people, if the Lord allowed it to go on, all life on earth would end under this man's rulership. He would destroy literally everything. And the men of the Lord are the only men on earth advocating for a righteous rulership, advocating for life to flourish, pro-life, and for the Israelites to be on top. And our people, they don't appreciate that right now. They don't see it. But I'm going to start in Matthew 19. I'm going to read it down, but the point is in the last verse. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And again, with us doing what we're doing, we have to go through things. We have to lose things in this world. We have to sacrifice things in this world, whether it be family, friends, opportunities, women, children, so on and so forth. And you have to be deprived of things. You have to patiently wait for the kingdom. Like it's a lot of things. It's a lot that comes with this, So Yahweh Shai, he understand that. And this is why he said what he said. It said, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So basically, Yahweh said, look, when I come back, and it's in that time and I come back, look, I'm gonna put you on the level too. You're gonna be glorified right along with me. So when I receive my glory, I receive the kingdom of heaven, and I'm gonna be, he gonna be the supreme ruler of it all. But you gonna be right alongside me, governing the earth, governing the 12 tribes, and governing the whole earth. Everything that he has, we have parts in it. We have shares in it too. Because what we doing right now, we're investing. We're investing in the next world that's to come. And we're going to get a huge payoff in our investment. It says, and everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So everything that you had an opportunity to gain and to accomplish and to experience in this world and in this life that you had to give up because of this truth, and because you were doing the right thing, you're going to get all of it back to your heart's desire in the kingdom of heaven. We really have nothing to worry about. And true enough, it do suck right now, not being able to have it all, and then the fame and the fortune to come with it and the reputation. But all of that is going to come in the kingdom of heaven. And this is how we know. Verse 30, it says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. I'm going to read that verse in the AMP. It says, but many who are first in this world will be last in the world to come, and the last first. Now, that's on many different levels, because we know the other nations are above us, and we are last. We are the tail. And Esau Edom is the head. But ultimately, in the kingdom of heaven, all roads are going to flip. We going to be the head, and Esau is going to be the tail, the very tail end. All the other nations going to be right on with him, but he going to be at the very bottom. And then also, too, even amongst our people, the celebrities of our people now that came up in this world, they have a name and reputation and the fame and the fortune and the wealth, so on and so forth. Well, you just going to be a regular Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, because you're getting your consolation on this side. But the men of the Lord who are diligently, faithfully, patiently waiting and suffering until Yahweh shall come back, until his return, and you're gonna have the greatest. You're gonna have under Yahweh Shai, the 144,000. You're gonna have the greatest story, name, fame all across the four corners of the earth, and ultimately, everyone you're gonna be glorified, because you're the 144,000, the elect. They're the only ones fighting for righteousness, the righteous kingdom that's to come, and how the earth is going to move and operate. And when our people finally see it and realize that this is what we were fighting against, this is what the Lord had for us, and we didn't, and they didn't know, and then you're going to always be attached to the legacy of the kingdom of heaven being ushered into the earth. You're going to always forever be attached to that legacy, and you're going to always be on top because of it, I want to get two more. This is Sirach chapter 13. Start at verse 21. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. And friends can also, that it can go into many things. It can also go into your own people, because and I'm using this in the sense of Israelites, because this can be applied to the other nations as well, Esau, Edom. But ultimately, I'm using this for Israelites, because our people, they don't respect or acknowledge the prophets and the work that they do. The work that's being done. They don't acknowledge anything that Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua ultimately is doing, because this is his grand scheme. But they don't acknowledge the men that he's using to usher in a righteous kingdom. It says, but the men, the people, and the celebrities, and the men of high stature amongst our people in this society, in this world, our people glorify. They hold them in high regards. Well, all that is going to flip in the kingdom of heaven. All of that is literally going to flip, and all of it's going to be worth it. All of it's going to be worth it, brothers. Everything you're going through, everything you have to suffer, being at the bottom and seeing everything going in a way of wickedness and it's not going in the way of righteousness, you know, and having to patiently wait till Yahweh Shem Yahushua change it around, all of it's going to be worth it. It says, when a rich man is fallen, he have many helpers. He speak of things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. But and just think about in the form of their music, or in the form of their acting, because it's not always speaking, the actions, you know, their mindset, this, that, and the third, and saying, yet men justify him. Because people of this world, they'll try to justify somebody that's wicked and try to justify their wickedness, you know? Try to justify, man, well, this is this and this is that. This is why they did this, or this is why they said it, or it's just music, or it's just acting. That's not really who they are. They'll try to justify it. But then let it come to the real men of the Lord. Let it come to the prophets. It says, the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely and could have no peace. So you can be doing everything right, but because this world is under the vibration of Esau Edom, and our people are now under the vibration of Esau Edom, they will despise you and they will reject you even when you're doing everything right. And you speaking wisdom, which is what we doing. We on the street corner speaking the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. We trying to speak life into our people, you know, but they reject it. And they reject us because they reject Yahushua. Verse 23, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Right. So when we speak, they look at us, you know, they give us all types of looks. They talk about us. They don't acknowledge us, acknowledge the message that we bring in, and acknowledge the energy that we're coming in, because we're coming in the energy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and that vibration. They don't acknowledge that. And that's why they say, what fellow is this? Because they don't know him. And we come into his energy. We come into his vibration. They're not with that. But all of that is going to change in the kingdom of heaven. And your name is going to be attached to a legacy so great that nothing else would ever be able to outshine it or outdo it. You know, just going into the brother. So, you know, just wanted to go into that, touch on that real quick. It's something that's been in my mind, how these celebrities, they'll get all type of praise and fame in this world, and they on trial for something, you know, something unjustly. You know, they can be caught up in Esau's court, but we gonna be in the same position, caught up in Esau's court system when that persecution comes. It's gonna be because of us teaching this truth. And our people, they're not gonna advocate for us like let them go. Let them go. They've been doing, you know, they ain't gonna do that. They'll be ready to get rid of us, like kill them, get rid of them, you know, all because we speak in righteousness. But Lord will, it's an edifying lesson. Want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, to GMS that rule well, and peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom.